Parshas V'haloscha, towards the end, is a description of how Moshe Rabbeinu had set up a system of leadership by his request to the Bnei Shalom. His request was granted. Moshe Rabbeinu was the epitome of leadership. He was totally committed to his people, and when there's any question of the people's welfare, his welfare, he set aside his welfare numerous times. Moshe Rabbeinu also had wanted a sharing of this responsibility, just like his father-in-law told him to set up a system of justice. Same thing with leadership. And he was told, as we read in this parsha, choose 70 people that you know that they had a record of being leaders of their people while they were enslaved. What was the record? The Egyptians demanded a quota of bricks to be made, and afterwards they stopped supplying them with straw. And they still demanded the quota. When that quota was not met, these people who were the taskmasters, the foremen of the job, instead of putting the blame on the workers, took the blame upon themselves. They were beaten because of the quota not being followed. These same people were among those who were chosen when Moshe Rabbeinu decided, it's too much for me to take care of their material needs. When they came out of Mitzrayim, he took care of everything, the food, the clothing, the shelter, everything they needed. At this point, Moshe Rabbeinu said, how can I lower myself to that degree of going after such material things? I would want to share it. And he shared it with the elders, 70 elders. And from then on, whenever a person is in special great leadership with these qualities of dedication, he is then called Moshe. Even though it says no one came up as Moshe, as it says at the end of the Torah, but similar to Moshe, yes. That's why a great leader is called similar to Moshe. I had the privilege and the benefit of being close to one of our leaders who I feel fits this quality of Moshe. That's Lubavitcher Rebbe. I used to spend time with him 60 years ago when he wasn't so busy. And he would mentor me and just guide me and tell me how to clarify my personality and my character. There was a time when there's a rabbi who, because of his personal greed and his personal vanity, had came out with a prohibition against the mikveh of Lubavitch. I fought that. Worldwide. And finally, we got the consent of all the rabbinate, all the Orthodox rabbinate of any quality. When I did that, I was sitting with the Rebbe and told the Rebbe how great it is. The Rebbe tells me, I want you to include that rabbi among a certain undertaking of the rabbinate in Miami and include his name there. And I said, what? Under such a person? He said, that was in the 9 days. What did these things come about? The Golus and the Churban, because of sinas chinam, unwarranted hatred, unwarranted rejection. How do you overcome sinas chinam? With ahavas chinam, love that's unwarranted. That satisfied my mind. So his way of speaking was such that made a very deep impression upon me, especially compared to so many other rabbinic leaders who do not have that quality. So Moshe Rabbeinu was the leader, and I feel that our generation is privileged to have had, still have the influence of the great Rabbi.